I understand that deep, frustrating feeling when you're doing everything right, yet that stubborn belly fat won't budge. But what if I told you that the fat you can't see is profoundly more influential on your long-term health than the fat you can? This hidden fat isn't about calories alone. It's a direct signal from your body's stress system. Let's clarify the two types of abdominal fat. First, there's subcutaneous fat, the soft layer just beneath the skin that you can pinch. While aesthetically concerning for some, it's metabolically less active. Then there's visceral fat. This is the firm internal fat that wraps around your vital organs, your liver, your intestines. You can't see it or touch it, but it's a hotbed of biological activity, releasing inflammatory signals throughout your body. Cortisol. When you experience chronic stress, be it from work, family, or lack of sleep, your adrenal glands produce excess cortisol. As the Mayo Clinic's research explains, one of cortisol's key functions is to signal fat cells deep within the abdomen to store fat. It essentially tells your body to prepare for a famine that never comes, creating a highly inflammatory, metabolically disruptive fat depot. This buildup of visceral fat is far from benign. It actively secretes proteins that trigger chronic, low-grade inflammation throughout your body. This inflammation can damage blood vessels, contributing to plaque formation and increasing cardiovascular risk. Furthermore, it directly interferes with insulin's ability to manage blood sugar, paving the way for insulin resistance and eventually more serious metabolic conditions. It's a silent process with profound consequences for your heart and brain health. Now we move from understanding the problem to implementing the solution. This requires a precise, multifaceted approach, not just a generic diet. The first pillar is nutritional biochemistry. Your goal is to calm the stress axis, and a key tool is magnesium. This mineral is crucial for regulating the HPA axis, the communication system between your brain and adrenal glands. When magnesium is sufficient, it dampens cortisol output. Aim for at least 320 milligrams per day. This is achievable through food. 1 cup of cooked spinach provides nearly half your daily need. A handful of almonds offers about 80 milligrams, and 2 squares of high-quality dark chocolate can provide another 60 milligrams. The second pillar is strategic avoidance. You must become a detective on food labels for high-fructose corn syrup. Research from institutions like Harvard Medical School indicates that the liver preferentially converts fructose into the building blocks of visceral fat, a process that occurs even without an overall calorie surplus. It is commonly hidden in salad dressings, sweetened yogurts, and pasta sauces. Eliminating it starves the primary pathway for visceral fat creation. The final and perhaps most powerful component is restructuring your daily rhythm to align with your natural biology. This begins the moment you wake up. The third pillar is morning light exposure. Within the first hour of waking, spend 15 to 20 minutes outside without sunglasses. The specific wavelengths of light in the morning sun signal a key part of your brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. This acts as your master clock, setting a healthy cortisol rhythm for the entire day, a sharp, helpful peak in the morning to give you energy, followed by a gradual decline. This simple act prevents the chronic low-level elevation of cortisol that drives visceral fat storage. The fourth pillar is rethinking exercise. While intense workouts have their place, for managing cortisol, consistency and type are key. The optimal combination is 3 to 4 sessions per week of moderate cardiovascular exercise, like a brisk walk or cycling, paired with 2 to 3 sessions of resistance training. This pairing is scientifically shown to improve insulin sensitivity and utilize visceral fat for energy without causing an excessive cortisol spike that can sometimes accompany relentless high-intensity training. This isn't about exhaustion, it's about intelligent, sustainable movement that tells your body it is safe, strong, and not in a state of emergency.